Hey guys, Greg here, Rod Chronicles. Welcome back to our YouTube page. We know it's been a little bit since we put up a video, and we apologize. We've had lots of stuff going on. But today we wanted to talk about two things. Actually, maybe three things. Regardless. So the very first portion of this video, we wanted to talk about Softopper. So if you're not familiar with Softopper, Softopper is a truck cap meant for trucks. You can put it on a Gladiator. No matter what the truck is, pretty much you can get a Softopper for it. This happens to be on the rack rig. This is a 8-foot bed 2016 F-250 diesel. And if you remember from years ago, not years ago, a year ago, we actually had a hard cap on here. And the hard cap was great. Problem was, one, it wasn't exactly designed for this model truck or this year truck. So we would get some, water in the bed every once in a while, nothing too crazy. We got together with Softopper, explained what we were doing, explained what we were building the truck for, and they were kind enough to work with us. So this particular model is exactly meant for this truck. And that's what's great about these. It's not like, okay, this particular one fits 3 different trucks. They are very specific because of bed rail size, bed width, bed length, cab height. So this is exact for the 2016 F-250 8-foot bed. So it's a canvas outer shell. If you think about a Jeep Wrangler, that's exactly what the top is made out of, same exact material. Okay. This has 6 mounting clamps inside because it's an 8-foot bed. If it's a shorter bed, it's only going to come with 4. Front window, so that you can see from inside the cab through the back, is removable. The back window, similar to a Jeep, rolls up and gets out of the way. What's really cool is the side pieces on both sides, they're just buttoned and they actually roll up. So obviously you've seen Cooper and Dakota before, so right now it's about 85 degrees outside. It's currently 10:30 in the morning. So on a day like today, or getting closer to the fall, and we're running the dogs, whether it's birds, whether it's just out running them, and it's hot and we're moving field to field, we can easily roll the sides up on this so they have a good ventilation system when they're back there in their crates. So this particular one is in the tan. Now they do 3 different colors. They do the tan, they do black, and they do gray. Originally we were going to go with black. Unfortunately, because of just about any industry right now, you run into things being out of stock. They didn't have the black in stock, but they had the tan in stock. At first I wasn't real excited once I got it on the truck. I've since fallen a little bit more in love with it because we've almost completed the rack rig. We're about 99% done with everything being installed. We have just a couple more pieces to go. It's a long drawn out process between filming the show, doing YouTube stuff, regular employment obligations, so on and so forth. So this doesn't make any noise when you're driving. And the folks that answer the phone that can help you answer questions are awesome to deal with. So we're going to take a walk to the back of the truck here, and I apologize for all the sun. It literally was like 65 degrees last week, and now it's 85 degrees. So again, here's the back window. What's really cool is this comes over the top of the tailgate, so there's some Velcro strips that you'll have to put on. But literally no water gets into this cap. Which I love, makes things a lot more simple. The bed rails do have foam underneath them, but they're not stick. They don't stick to your bed rail. So you basically just clamp it down. The foam gets real tight, doesn't allow any water in that way. The front window actually has an opening, kind of like a V, and it goes down over the top of your bed rail, the front bed rail, or the front bed wall. So it's the slim chance that you can get water into this bed with this cap on is very, very difficult to do. So we're gonna just open this up real quick. So again, like a Wrangler, you got zips with Velcro. Now I have to apparently my Velcro is not sticking very well to my truck. But once that's there, I can drop the tailgate, and there is a bar, just like on the old Jeeps, that mounts into these two little clips. Now I can get that out of the way. So, zoom into the truck a little bit so you can kind of see what's going on. So those are your, I call the skeletonized bed rail, or frames, which are right here. And then they have some lashing pieces that hook to the front and back corners so that you don't have to worry about having that fall off. So it makes life real easy. Again, you can roll that window up. I just flipped it for the purpose of this video. The one thing that I will tell you, so depending on the state you live in, if your vehicle has a cab light, a third brake cab light, once this topper is on here, you must make a light visible. So probably pretty hard to see, but straight up there, we did mount a small LED trailer light that we wired into the brake system, or the brake light system on the vehicle. So every time I hit the brakes now, that light comes on. It's visible from behind the vehicle. This way it's going to pass inspection. It's legally sound. I don't have to worry about any of that stuff. But what's really cool about this topper is, minus the bed rack that you see above the topper, this actually folds down just like a Jeep top. So they actually have a boot that you cover it with, clips all together, so it doesn't get all dirty and water and everything else in it, but it will actually fold down right up against the front window. And now if you need the space for the bed, if you have something taller that this is going to hit, you basically just fold it down and you're ready to go. You're just unclipping that, undoing the buttons, putting the sides up on top, and collapsing it down. So price wise, between a hard cap that is a pain that you need 3 or 4 sets of hands to help put on or move, this, I literally put this back on this morning because once we got our new bed rack, I had to take this off in order to put that on. So it's back on. It took me about, 15 minutes this morning to get it back together and underneath the rack, which we'll talk about here shortly. So we hope you guys are enjoying it. We apologize for being away from the YouTube page for a little bit, but if you want to see the videos as they're coming out, you can also check out our RC TV playlist, which is basically all of the shows that are on Carbon. We put them here just in case you don't have a Carbon account, which you should. So click the little subscribe button at the bottom. Make sure you ring that little bell so that every time we put up a new video, you get a notification. And until the next video, we'll see you in a minute.